How's it going? We're back.
It's going good. I'm glad to be back on this podcast. It's been a while.
We haven't done this in a while. That's kind of like our life though, right?
We're doing so many different things. We're wearing so many hats. It's hard to stay focused.
We called it the MADlife for a reason because it really is a mad and crazy life over here.
Yeah. I mean, we've got 5 kids. We have a business that we've been starting.
Yeah.
And we've been keeping up on this business, creating content and growing community with all of you guys.
And we have a new show.
And we have a new show. So we've been filming this documentary for 5 years, and it just came out on HULU and Freeform.
I mean, that's a great thing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I love the doc. It really dove into our real life. I mean, I think there are a couple moments that we didn't really particularly like in the edit, but it's for the most part, like it was like pretty much.
Yeah, I like that.
Real life.
For Kyler and I, we've been filming, you guys know, we've been filming for 10 years. And a lot of the time we just like to show like the cute, happy moments because that's what it was all about for us, about sharing cute moments and capturing those memories because time passes so quickly with these little kids. And then the show, what it does is it kind of like added this extra layer of realness. And we've always tried to keep it as real and authentic as possible. I think that's why people love following us throughout the years. But it really dives into behind the scenes of really vulnerable things that we're not used to sharing.
Well, most of the stuff we post is all smiles.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't generally post the moments that aren't the best. You know?
I got emotional in some interviews because they ask hard questions and then it really gets you to reflect on what we've built over the last 10 years. So it wasn't like always like sad tears. It was also just like reflection tears of like, wow, what we've done, what we've created. And there was a lot of interviews where I was crying. And normally if I start crying, I'm not going to post that.
Yeah, why would you post that? I would never post me crying. I cry sometimes.
I have posted me crying, on some podcasts where I open up about some of my childhood stories and things like that. But I feel like for the most part, we keep it light and fun and memories we don't want to look back at.
I think a lot of people do appreciate the openness, though. I think that's one thing about the podcast that I do like. For some of the feedback we're getting is like we're getting a lot of like people that are saying, wow, you guys allowed these people into your home to show the real vulnerable moments. And I would even say that like we knew those cameras were there.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't see everything, but the little glimpse that you do see is us. It really is us.
Yeah. I mean, every human has ups and downs in their life. And so I think like showing all of that shows that we're real humans, and I think that's what social media is. It's about connection and relatability. And I feel like the reason why so many people have come back to watch us throughout the years is because the community that we've built is like-minded people. Relatability, when they watch our family throughout all these years, the reason why they come back and why we always get positive feedback from you guys is because our family is reminding you of your family, fun, happy moments, and so people are relating to it. And because we show ups and downs, people can relate to that because everyone has ups and downs in their lives. Mm-hmm. And so even though there are some harder moments in the show, overall, I'm like grateful that we were able to tell our story and that we were able to answer hard questions that people have and that we were able to show our truth, which was why we've done this in the first place.
By the way, this show is called Born to be Viral, which I don't
love the title.
I'm not a huge fan of the title, because I think a lot of people think that I don't know. There's people that probably think we had kids to create moments of virality, but no, that's not. We always wanted 4 or 5 kids, and that was our plan.
I don't necessarily think anybody is born to be viral. We didn't set out to create content to become influencers. This all fell into our lap as more people were subscribing and enjoying the happy moments that we chose to share as a family. It all came back to love. It was love for cute moments that, like I said, pass by too quick. So your kids grow up so fast. So creating those moments out of love and having that community come and subscribe, we thought, hey, we should continue filming and sharing these good moments. And because of that, we became viral. We weren't born viral, and so that's why I don't love the title.
But it's okay. It's okay. It is a title, and it's out there. It's on Hulu.
Yeah. It's
on ABC Freeform. I think if you have a Disney Plus account, you can get connected that way too. Like there's lots of ways you can watch this show. It's 6 episodes, and it really dives in, and I think it's creating a lot of dialogue on the opposing side, and also very positive. I think we live in a world where social media exists, you know, and almost everybody's a part of this world now. And how do you share your life with others? That's up to you. And I don't know the best way.
Like we're growing on this with you guys at the same time, in real time, because we started before, you know, at the beginning, before anybody really knew what this was going to look like.
We started when people were literally taking pictures of their food.
Yeah.
And that was Instagram. Like, and trash cans and stuff like that, and trying to come up with random captions. Nobody really knew.
He says the trash cans, because I literally have an old post on my Instagram where it was like a trash can overfilled with food, and I was tagging every food brand in the trash can. Like, what was I doing?
I don't know. It was like nobody knew what it was yet. You know what I mean?
No,
it was just brand new. You know, it started in the very early days. You know, I'm talking before YouTube. We started doing skits and stuff like that before we ever started YouTube.
I mean, now there's lots of talk about like what's good and what's bad and how is this going to look, you know, in 10 years. And I mean, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know, as like, we're trying to figure it out as we go. And we are always, we see what's working, and we see what's causing, you know, good moments in our family, and we continue to go with it, because our kids have loved being part of our videos. They love looking back at them. They're like natural, I don't know, like they just are so expressive and fun, and they love the camera.
I think they get that gene from you, you know.
You're
very expressive in your communication, your delivery for anything, you know. I feel like they get a lot of that from you. I was talking to you today about that as they were running through the hallways. I'm like, I don't think I was that type of kid that was running around and I was like, I was just like, I mean, I was like, whoa, like they have a lot of energy, you know, they have a lot of energy. I don't think I had that type of energy. I think it does come from your side.
Well,
it's like,
part of being like very imaginative and like artistic comes with that side of the energy, I think, because my sister and I, like, I think back when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, like I was playing make-believe all day long, which I see our kids do all day long.
Yeah.
And so they live in this like world where they're in like this happy little kid bubble in our house here with these 5 kids, siblings, and they just play all day. So whenever we get people even asking like, well, what does their childhood look like? What does an everyday look like as a family vlogger? I'm like, it looks like every other kid's childhood. The only difference is that a lot of these moments are captured every once in a while. I would say 90% of them are not captured, but the ones that are captured, we get to look back at those moments. We get to look back at some of the moments each month to month and see them grow up.
Truthfully, I wish we did have an opportunity to capture every moment, because we miss a lot because we don't do what I think a lot of people think we do, which is like always film. We're like never filming.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's because we have a good balance. One thing that you and I have done a really good job at throughout the years, which I'm sure people have seen, is we have a balance in our family. I cannot tell you how many times I get DMs from people saying like, how do you keep your kids off screen so often? They're always imaginative. They're always playing. People see it. People see that we have a balance, that we're always with family, cousins, playing outside, adventures. And you know what I love about social media is it's allowed us to have more of those memories. Like, you can't tell you how many times we've been asked to go on trips that we wouldn't have never gone on if social media didn't throw that right into our lap.
Yeah, we had a great opportunity yesterday. We went and we stayed up in Beverly Hills, stayed in a nice hotel, Beverly Hills Hotel, and we went to a premiere. The kids got to run around and have an amazing day. It was really cool. They had all these activations and different activities for them, and it was so fun.
It was so fun.
It was a fun deal.
Like, do you not feel like our family bonded over the last 2 days of this weekend?
Absolutely.
We had so much fun.
We had a great time. I think that's the one thing that I love about this life we're living, is the ability we have to spend all of our time with our kids. You know, maybe that's too much. I don't know. Sometimes it's too much for me, but it is good for them.
It's good because we don't miss anything.
Because I remember growing up, and my dad, you know, rest in peace, God bless, you know, his lifestyle, you know, was probably not what he wanted, but he had to get up. And I remember him, you know, suiting up, shirt and tie, 8 a.m. in the morning, wasn't home till 6 at night every day. Or out of town for sometimes 2 and 3 weeks at a time. Mm-hmm. Someone's here.
And look, like, we get it. That is, majority of people have to leave for work, and it doesn't make you less of a parent. It actually makes you an amazing parent, that you're out there working for your kids and providing for them. But I also think that we can't diminish what we do too. And we also are amazing parents. So I think that any job that you have, whether you're at home or you're gone, if you're providing for your kids and you love your kids and your kids see that and you have you show balance, then you are a good parent. So all these people trying to, place judgments on each other or say that there's certain parenting style that's better or worse, that doesn't exist. If you're a good parent based off of how much love you show your kids, Yeah. And so I'm grateful for the way that what we have, which is to be home with them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's been just a great thing for us. So the reason why we're sitting here talking about all this is because of the show and how there was some controversy with it, people's judgments back and forth.
So, should we talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about it a little bit.
The big word is exploitation.
Yeah.
Child exploitation, right? No one ever set out, we didn't set out to quote unquote exploit our kids. We set out to create videos that showcased our life, and our life is our kids.
It's all of it. It's like our kids. We've shown our house tours. We've shown.
And I was successful. I was successful in the things that I was doing before we decided to do social media. It just became part of our life. Mm-hmm. And I feel like just with showcasing our kids, we may or may not video to video gotten viewership from having our kids in the videos, right? Mm-hmm. I think we know that for sure. But
it's also because we're in the videos too and we're a family. People want to see what we're doing, how we handle twins at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was the whole thing. It was the story. It was the overarching story, and it was the people we were collaborating with and the energy that we were building and the consistency of posting and the commenting back to people and the shout outs and the love that we were spreading. We were making people feel seen. We were making people laugh. We were making people smile. So for people to just single-handedly say everything you built was because of the kids is so false, because there's so much more to the picture of what we've created as a family.
And there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into specific networks, of people that we knew before the kids even came. They were a huge part of our growth that we can't discount for sure.
Yeah.
That was a huge deal.
But I was already in the industry before that, making connections, and Skylar was making connections, and we were doing.
Are we pounding?
Yeah, I was going to pound it for a second, but I was making skits with Logan Paul before the kids were born, before I was even pregnant.
That's another thing that I want to bring up. Actually, I know you absolutely loved this industry. You loved the business.
I loved it.
You grew up in it.
Yeah.
And kind of introed it to me because I'm not from a town that had an opportunity to do anything like this, really. We
had somebody recently say that every kid that's in the industry grows up and hates it, right? That is a false statement because I'll tell you right now, I was in the industry as a kid at the age of 4 years old, homeschooled all through junior high. I was on set almost every single week in elementary school, and I would have to bring packets to set and work with the set teachers for all of my work. And I absolutely loved it. It was my favorite thing that I did as a kid was all of the modeling and acting jobs I did as a kid. It was so much fun driving to LA with my mom. It was so much fun being there on set with her for 6 hours or more, however long it was. I felt so special. I remember being so excited for all of it. The confidence, just having something different in my life. When I would go back to school and tell my friends about it, they all thought it was the coolest thing ever. Can you imagine a world? Sorry. No. Can you imagine a world where, for example, kids weren't part of the story, they were just hidden from the world, nobody knew them or saw them on no commercials, no TV, no nothing. Yeah. That's what some people want to happen. And in some cases, I get it. There has to be laws. There has to be laws to protect kids, so they're not working too many hours. There even could be laws with social media, and that's one of the things they talk about on the show, and I'm all for it. Great. Because there are people of extreme cases that maybe are going way too far. In our case, it has never been the situation, and I'm sure you guys can see it through our kids and how they act and how how much fun they have.
Yeah, and this isn't like a defensive podcast. This is actually just like, these are things that have been brought up. These are comments we get. I would be happy to read a couple of the comments, to just try to answer them.
If you want to read some, sure.
I'm gonna. I think we should. Let me find one. They're there.
But if you guys go watch the show, you'll have to let us know what you think about it.
Oh, these are all positive.
On top of all of the stuff that we've been doing with social media through the years, we recently created a brand. I'm going to change the subject because I just saw this and I'm so excited about it. Whittles. We thought, okay, so we built such a huge community of people that love following us, parents that trust us.
I'm going to find one.
And we wanted to create something that can do good for the world, right? So we love kids' health. And for me, it's really, I'm always stressed about what my kids are eating. And kids are so picky. And I always get moms messaging me throughout the years saying, like, what do you feed your kids? How do you get your kids to eat healthy foods? And the twins were really good at eating, but my boys are so picky. And so as soon as we had our sons, we started thinking, like, well, what can we do to supplement their diet? And that's where we started ordering all these different supplements for them to fill in the nutrition gaps. And I just couldn't find anything that I loved. Like, there was never like a protein powder that also had all the greens in it. And there was never, and if it did have greens, it tasted terrible and my kids would not eat it. And so that's why we created Wittles. And this tastes good and also has all the amazing stuff in it. So it has a greens blend, organic greens blend. It has adaptogens in it. It has fiber. It has tons of vitamins, all the superfoods. And it tastes amazing. And we just got these new bags in. So on the back now it has how many scoops, or the scoops and how many ounces you add it to. So we also have new flavors coming out.
I couldn't find a lot of like really deep negative comments.
It's fine. We don't need to talk about the negative comments because we have so much positive comments.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
I'm talking about Whittles, about our new bag. Yeah.
I love it.
Kyler and I, we worked really hard on this brand, and I think that we have shared it a lot, but we'll continue sharing it because it's continuing to grow as a brand, and we're adding more to it, and we're creating community, and we're actually creating a Whittle Circle where we're going to have a bunch of moms come in, and
we've already had a ton of moms actually come in already that just want to be associated, right? I think because they know the brand is so it's so clean and it's something they can get behind because it's got such a great focused message behind it.
Yeah.
I think altogether it just kind of covers the bases for nutrition. And I think that's why I love this tagline, healthy just got tasty, because literally it tastes good. The kids actually enjoy it.
We were at the pool today and we made our kids a little Whittle shake at the pool, and I'm not kidding you guys, they were all fighting over the 2 cups that we had. We had the waiter bring 2 cups of milk, and we have a video of them just fighting over the cup and drinking it till it was gone. Yep.
And that tends to happen, and that's good. We want them to fight over health because honestly, to supplement your kids' day is quite difficult sometimes when you're on the go. We're on the go all the time. Yeah. And we're constantly feeling we'll just pull over to Chick-fil-A or whatever, but it's just at the end of the day, they're not just getting what they need with fries and over,
Yeah. And although we feed them healthy most of the time, if we can, they're not getting enough of what they need. So this is what we found to be the answer to all of the picky eaters. And also it helps them with focus and energy levels. I've noticed that the kids, their mood is better when they drink Whittles, and that they feel really full, and they're getting all the nutrients that they need to keep going throughout the day. Which I also feel when they were in school, they were focusing really well with all their homework and everything. So I love Whittles. I'm so proud of this brand, and we have some new flavors coming out, strawberry and vanilla.
And
kids
part of the reason why we came out with the strawberry was not because everybody was asking for it, but also because we have a road show coming up in Costco, and we're going to keep doing that. There's going to be tons of locations that we're going to hit. So if there's a location specifically that you guys live in, or a Costco that you guys go to, make sure you let us know so that we can
do a road show there.
Do the road show and show up and let you guys try this stuff out. Strawberry's good, by the way.
The strawberry's really good. We just got the samples back, and the kids loved it. I always make sure the kids like it because it needs to be kid approved, because they're the ones that are going to be drinking it. Adults can drink this too, but obviously we can have more protein, so it makes more sense. You have to be doing a lot of scoops to get the amount of protein you need as an adult. But yeah, we're excited about the road show. We also have some green gummies coming out, loaded with all of our organic green blends in them for kids, and they taste really good. We flavored them with strawberry, so they're good.
They're pretty good. Now you know.
Now you know.
We got the gummies coming out. This is your first look into the verticals of our company. Here we are.
It's been fun. I love building new things.
Yeah,
especially with you.
Oh yeah, of course. Who better to do it with than your wife?
We had 5 kids, and
we have a nice partner with us too. Yeah, he's on the other side of the camera right now. Actually, hello.
What's up, Jason?
How you doing back there, buddy?
Yeah, it's been a fun adventure, and we're excited about it. So stay tuned for all of that. We also just revamped our whole website, made it more user-friendly. You're able to change your subscription if you need to really easily, and we made it more affordable for all of you families. You can choose if you have 1 kid or 2 kids based off of how much powder you want every month. But yeah, everyone's been loving it, and we're excited to have more healthy kids in this world, that we're able to make a difference.
Whittleskids.com.
That's our website. It's also available on Amazon too.
So is there anything you want to say about this show?
I think you guys need to go watch it for yourself, and then we can chat more about it, because unless you watch it, you don't really know what we're talking about. But for me, the most part, what I get from it is the only thing I would have done differently is chosen a little bit more of the cute scenes. I felt like they filmed us for 5 years. There was so much footage. I remember the director being like, "Oh, it's so hard to pick between all the footage because Hulu's only allotting us, 3 hours total, and it's split between 3 different families." But then all those parts of us, I'm like, okay, there are a lot of cute, adorable parts, and then a lot of parts that you didn't put in there that were way cuter than the moments that you chose.
I always think that the reason we're here and the reason why we're in this space is because we were directed here. I think that it was a God-given position to showcase a true family.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we drowned all that out? I've always felt that way.
No, God needs people, like us, using their voice for good.
Yeah.
Because we have such a big following, we have to think well, what can we do to help change the world with that?
And also just to be able to spread positivity. I feel like we've brought so many people light.
Yeah. We've had so many messages over the years. People say that they feel more seen, and that we've helped them, through hard times in their life.
I just got a message from an old friend. I think it was a message to you, because I'm on Madison's Instagram. But I think it was a message to you. But she just DM'd you. It came to the top of the. I can't find it. But I noticed she said if there's ever a book, if there's ever a book that we write on parenting or whatever, she's going to be the first to buy it. That's not the first comment we receive. I think people really like to dive in and find out how we are managing all the things we're managing, because there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to be parents. Parenting is not easy. And trust me,
we're not.
We are not.
We don't have it all together either. There are very hard moments where I'm sitting there going should I have said something differently? Could I have handled that better? The mom guilt thing is real, and I feel it sometimes too. that you splitting your attention amongst 5 kids. It's hard. It's hard to give all 5 kids the attention that they deserve and the love, that they deserve all day long because I have to get things done too.
And that's why I'm so grateful for we're in social media, because we're able to be here with them every single day. They get a double, triple, quadruple dose of mom and dad because we're here all the time.
Yeah.
So we can talk about this. They don't know
how good they've got it.
We could talk about this thing all day long. And I think this podcast is just really an invitation for you guys to go like watch. And come up with good questions that we can maybe answer.
Ask us questions on this podcast, because then we can answer them on the next podcast. Things that you guys really want to know from us, parenting tips even.
Yeah.
How to get into social media, things you always wondered that we can answer for you. Just whatever. We're an open book. We've always been trying to be real and relatable, so we will tell you whatever. We're straight from the truth.
That's another thing. We have friends that I know probably wish we wouldn't have done that.
What?
Done the show. Allowed them to come into our home and do what we did.
All my friends have thought it was really cool.
Yeah, but I think there may be people in the space that might be feeling like they didn't want that transparency or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe. And I think that we just choose to be honest and have the integrity and
I think it makes the space even better though for anybody that's in it, because it just answers questions that everybody always has. Yeah. It kind of shows it,
Totally.
But anyway, it is what it is. It's out there, and
it's out
you
there.
guys can decide for yourself what you think about it.
So go to Hulu or ABC Freeform and check out Born to Be Viral. And also check out Wittles, whittleskids.com. And I guess that's where we end today.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Until next time.
Until next time. This is what we're going to do.
Okay. Love you guys. Go make a difference.
Peace.